Now, a special community event is taking place this evening along the Flaggy Shore as locals come together for a 6-kilometre fun run and walk in support of Quay National School. The fundraiser also marks a major milestone, celebrating 50 years of the school at the heart of the community. And we're joined now by a member of the Board of Management with the school, Brian Farrell, to tell us more. Brian, how are you?
Hi, good morning, Alan. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being with us. So, 6K fun run and walk. I'm picturing the scene of Flaggy Shore, a beautiful spot to do that. Tell us more about what's going to be happening.
Yeah, well, we're getting together this evening from about 6 o'clock on. Registration starts around 6 o'clock. There's no need for pre-registering, but we're meeting up down at Lunala Ice Cream. I'm sure everyone that's ever been to the Flaggy Shore, they know where Lunala Ice Cream is, down at the end of Finnevara. And Roger and Breed have kindly given us the premises to host the event. And basically, there'll be a couple of buckets around for people to donate to if they want. And it'll be starting from there at 7 p.m, heading over towards Finnevara, around by Annie's Veg Box, the Honesty Box, up around by Mount Vernon to the Flaggy Shore and back along the coast. Again, now it's a bit grey and wet at the moment, but the weather gods have promised that it's going to clear up in a couple of hours, and it should be the kind of evening that will be lovely on the Flaggy Shore, just blow away the cobwebs before the weekend. And
Brian, I hope the weather gods are right. We all do. We've had enough of the weather.
We've got the fingers crossed. So the kids are very excited about it. They've been training for this for the last number of weeks under the baton of John Conray, which I know that you're familiar with John.
Yeah, Fitness for Fun, a great man, and a great fundraiser as well for the work out in Africa and Uganda.
Fantastic man. John is the epitome of the gift that keeps on giving. You know, he doesn't know his own charity limits. He's super with even with the people in the area, the seniors in the area. They love him to bits. I think he's the most eligible. You've half of North Clare, the ladies on North Clare, saying if only he was 25 years older, you know.
I'm sure he appreciates that sentiment, though.
Yeah, he's a great guy, and he's been working with the kids in the National School over a number of Tuesdays, given his own free time, and he's them all riled up for this. And it's so important for kids to be out and about and exercising and getting out in the air, you know. So this is kind of the inaugural Flaggy Shore fundraising walk for Quay National School, and it helps. It supports the school. It's a small school, small population in the area, but everything that's raised goes towards helping the kids for resources and opportunities, you know.
And Brian, tell us more about Quay National School. It is a significant milestone, 50 years. How important is that for the local community, and what role has the school played in the area over those 5 decades?
Well, it's been a centre for ourselves. It was an amalgamation of 2 schools, one in Thurlock and one down in Ballyvale and in Newquay, down towards Lenan's Pub, about 50 years ago. And the school itself the building has hosted everything from civil defence, first aid, card games, whist games going back 40 years, 30 years. You know, it was the heartbeat of the community. Any community meetings that were held, the Newquay Community Development Group, any fundraisers, and to mark this, in June we're going to have on the 14th of June. It's a Sunday. We're asking people to send in photographs of their own time in Newquay School, going back to 50 years, and we're going to have an exhibition following a mass at 10 o'clock to remember people that have passed that were part of the school over the 50 years. You know, we've had teachers and a number of students that have passed away. So to remember all those, and I suppose to give a little bit of thanks for for the great community that we have out of the school. And you know yourself, when you live in a rural community, that kind of a building is the heart, the focus of the community. So it's very important. And today, like this evening on the Flaggy Shore, it'll be the start of bringing all of those people together, and it gives a chance to the kids that are down there. They're going to be performing on the 14th, doing a couple of songs and bits and pieces as well. But this is the start of them realising that they're part of something bigger. 50 years is a long time in the mind of a 7-year-old or an 8-year-old or whatever. So it's kind of the start of the celebrations, if you like.
Yeah, lovely for them, and I suppose to have that mix of, I'm sure there'll be past pupils and families there as well, so the attendees will run the gamut of people who are currently attending New Quay National School and those who are perhaps even going there when the school was in its infancy. Absolutely.
It's a great community here to pull people together, and a very generous community. I mean, really, anytime an event like this happens, and that there's an I Donate page or a bucket or whatever, New Quay people are not shy, and the periphery. We rely on people from Carron, Ballyvaughan, Kinvara, all of North Clare, South Galway. There's a great generosity around here, so it doesn't go unnoticed, so we're very grateful. And a volunteer community, so like this evening you'll have loads of marshals at different stations, shepherding people as they run or walk. There's no need for everyone to run it. And you have water stations, and there's a great volunteer community in the area. So it promises to be, we'll say hail, rain or shine, but we'll hope for shine, because it'll start the weekend off. And it's great to have this in a time of gloom, and when people are talking about protests and depression and everything, you need these little lifts, these little wins, to get people out and about.
You really do. So for anyone maybe who hadn't been on their schedule, or maybe they weren't aware of it, but they are now and they'd like to head along, what time do things get underway this evening, and is there registration beforehand, Brian?
Well, a bit of registration, I suppose, from 6 o'clock onwards. We're hoping to start the starter gun at 7 o'clock. So if people could be there before 7 o'clock, it would be great, because it would avoid cars driving against the crowd when we set off from Llanella, from the ice cream parlour. So if you want to make your way down to Finnevara from the turn by the lakes, down by Toher, the causeway, and past Annie's Veg Box, on down to Llanella, we'll get you parked up. And after the walk run, there's some light refreshments there, and a chance to chat and enjoy the evening and the scenery looking out on Galway Bay. And for anyone who can't make it, there is an I Donate page, and if they want to just go on to I Donate and search New Quay National School, it'll be there under the fun run. So don't feel that you have to be here to support the community. It's available there on I Donate as well.
Okay.
So,
well, look, hopefully there's a great turnout for it. Hopefully it raises a lot of money for the school. And as you say, the emphasis very much on the shine as opposed to the rain or hail. Hopefully. We'll keep the fingers crossed for you anyway.
And thanks to all that are volunteering and organising this. From the Parents Association, they're really the backbone of it, and all of the volunteers that are helping out this evening, and to yourself for giving us the opportunity to promote.
No problem at all, Brian. Thank you very much. Brian Farrell there from the Board of Management at New Quay National School.